All right, 11 minutes after 7 o'clock right now. Time to talk about what you've been talking about online. Ryan P.C. Trimble covers that for us here on Fox Wilmington. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm really giggling this morning.
Got the giggles.
I don't know why. But I'm here.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to have you.
I was going to see if they were going to say anything.
Well, you're well worked so far this morning. I know you've been in the producer booth for 2 hours plus so far. So
I've been in the dark cube for a while. So.
Maybe your giggles are a little part delirium.
He's like, they let me out. They let me
out.
We wouldn't judge you if that was the case. You've been working hard, my man.
Thank you so much. Well, I appreciate that. But I don't really appreciate our next story because it sort of upset me because there might be something like some serious trouble coming up. We may be headed, now stay calm, for a chocolate crisis.
Get out.
I know. I didn't want to report it any more than it's true, but people are eating.
Physical.
That was in the lane. Good thing I didn't use both hands.
You're going to have a bruise. People are eating more cocoa than farmers can produce. That's according to two of the world's largest chocolate makers, Mars Incorporated and Swiss-based Barry Callebaut, which I didn't just put in just to say it that way. That's really who they are. And they say demand could actually outstrip supply by 2020. Now you see, this is chocolate, if you're unfamiliar with it. This is what it looks like. And now they say a whopping 70% of the world's cocoa is grown in West Africa, but a drought and a fungal disease called frosty pod.
Oh, you took the kids to get ice cream the other night. We went to the Frosty Pod.
I was going to say, it sounds like a cereal.
Pull the lever and you put some
I
candies on
love
it.
frosty pod. Just kidding, it's a horrible disease. It's going to cause us anguish because it's causing many farmers in that area to switch to other cash crops like corn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of that.
There's lots of, we don't need any more corn. We have tons of it.
But we can't live without chocolate.
I know I can't. I eat like way more chocolate than I should. I mean, that's just me personally.
I guess
but
prices might go up then.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. But I was doing some research on this, and it's not as big a deal maybe as my
You're
yelling.
making it out to be?
As I'm making it out to be by talking about it on TV. Yeah. It's well.
What are you getting mad at me for?
He just panicked. Just like send panic to everybody.
He's the one
Why
sensationalizing
did you
things.
let
I'm
him,
going to use
Bob?
both hands now.
Please don't. Please don't
Go
distract us.
flying through the
There's
wall.
one piece of chocolate and I own it. Pocket.
Well, I mean, it is an issue. Frosty Pod is definitely an issue. But
We
love the
established
Frosty
that.
Bob loves it. It's a
So
great
it's that
place.
bad, but it might not be that bad.
Yeah.
We have to wait through the remainder of the holiday
Right.
season to
It's all a
remainder. We
gimmick.
have to wait till the season.
It's a gimmick. I'm so jaded. It's all a gimmick. Right.
Darn chocolatiers.
Just to get you to buy
whatever
more
fancy
chocolate.
French word Ryan said.
What was it?
Frosty Pie.
Callebaut. It's a company.
And there's an olive oil. There could be an olive oil shortage as well. I read
Oh,
that.
just add that to the list, I guess.
Yeah. And it was because as you were reading it, I was thinking, I read this same story, but instead of chocolate, it was olive because there was a fungus, and there was a drought, and there's not enough olives.
There's not going to be a shortage
So
of
prices
tears.
may
We don't
go
have
up.
anything to eat.
Yeah.
The question is it really that big of a deal?
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll find
I'll
out
dig
later.
deeper. But when we go from one thing that there's not much of to something that there's really not going to be a lot of, Toyota is doing something that they hope will make the world greener. And while I don't really care about being green, I care about saving green. And maybe one day this car will help people do that. But no time soon, because this is Toyota's new hydrogen-powered car. Yes, I did say hydrogen-powered now. There's not a lot of hydrogen-like stations, so they're not making a lot of them. There's only going to be a few hundred of Toyota Mirai is what they're called, and they're selling for a little over $57,000. So they're not going to help anyone save any money anytime soon. But Toyota Motor Corporation hopes to sell 400 in Japan and 300 in the rest of the world within the next year. Now, fuel cell vehicles run on compressed hydrogen gas and don't emit any exhaust, which is kind of neat. Now, the Mirai can travel 650 to 700 kilometers on its 2 tanks of hydrogen. Now, Toyota is saying hydrogen might be more expensive than gas initially, but because there are so few customers over time, as more and more people start to use it, Toyota expects it will be cheaper to eventually run a car on hydrogen than on gas. Which makes sense to me, just because, I mean, what I think hydrogen is something like, Gannon's smiling, he's like, he doesn't know. He's like, this is going to be the dumbest thing.
Just listening.
Hydrogen is...
It sounds like a long
gas.
shot. I mean,
Yeah, it
quite
does.
honestly,
Yeah.
they have to, one, have people that can afford a
Yeah.
$57,000
a
car,
Yeah.
plus the purchasing of the hydrogen until it gets cheaper, and then where do you get it?
Yeah, in Japan, for example, there are only 30 hydrogen refilling stations in the whole country. So, and there's like 2 in like Nevada here in
I was
America.
going to say, I don't
so.
think I've ever driven past a
yeah,
hydrogen
yeah.
filling station.
Supply issue now. Well, I just think of the Hindenburg when I hear hydrogen vehicle. I just
Thank you,
it was
Gavin.
a little bit. Right, the whole story just blew up there, right? It looks like a more managed use of hydrogen to get these
I don't know.
cars
It still
to be a
does.
nice
It
and
sounds
smooth
scary
ride.
to me too, though.
Yeah.
Just the word hydrogen, you're going, I'm going to be driving around in what?
Right.
To me, just
not a blimp.
anything that gets me to not spend money on gas, like I'm all about. Even if I spend $57,000 up front, that means I don't have to buy gas, which I like. But that's because I'm an idiot. So
I was out at $57,000. I stopped listening when I heard the price tag. Like, all right, well, that's not going to pertain to me.
57.
I will live in that car, so I don't have to buy gas anymore.
I might have to.
Yeah.
All right.
You talk now, Gannon. I'm done. I'm done. I have nothing
All
else to
right.
say.
Well, shout to our friend, producer Jessica Player, for digging this one up. This is, and I think about when I look at my pet. I said, what are you thinking about besides dog food?
What is that?
Well, some of these
lizard
animals
thing.
might be thinking evil thoughts based on the looks on their faces.
Well, he's mad at somebody.
That bird ain't playing, right? I mean, look at some, right? And then they got
look at
the-
He's like, ooh, yeah.
you just wait. Well, this is a collection of evil pets, as it's called. Looks like some wild animals peppered in as well. Getting a lot of laughs, getting a lot of likes, getting a lot of shares, most recently on the internet.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That I wouldn't mess with. My whole thing with owls, I respect owls. I was up close, face to face with an owl. I felt like one wrong move, my face was
really?
going to get tore off.
Oh, wow.
And I wouldn't mess with that turtle either. on the same token.
What even is that? Oh, it's a little bird. It's a little bird thing.
He's cute, but he does look a little angry.
Oh, there's
the
those
dog.
those are beautiful but terrifying.
You're
dogs.
not taking me to the vet.
This is my favorite because it's in a minivan.
Little llama in a van.
Llama.
And it looks
in a
like it's
minivan.
obeying seatbelt laws. Might not be happy about it. Some of the looks on these animals' faces are a little bit evil, a little bit funny though.
Oh my gosh,
that's
that's cute. The cat.
awesome.
I don't see you. You can't see me. Ooh, angry cat.
That cat is my best friend.
That's just straight out of Halloween right there.
And there's the thing that nobody knows what it is.
I think it's a lizard.
Well,
Maybe.
I'm sure
I'm-
it's some kind of lizard.
All right, well, I'm going to continue to do things that will make Kim punch me.
I
But
didn't
we'll do that
punch.
off-
I did not punch.
Not this time. We'll be right back.
No punching.
Just have to see if that chocolate crisis comes to fruition. Because then it might come to
Then
blows.
fist might start flying. I don't know.